It's pretty fucked up, man. It really is. It's a fucked up world we live in, guys. However, I'm not in fear of my life. I'll say that. But I am. If we want to be logistic and legal, I am always terrified and in fear of my life. Let's just keep it that way.
Is that now because you have a son and now?
More so than ever, yeah. More
Yeah.
so than ever because I need him to. He's in that next generation that they're trying to sabotage and brainwash into believing that the LGBTQ and all that is the right way to go.
Mm,
People are just having gender mixtures, emotions. That's all it is.
mm.
Of course,
Society
it's
trying to eliminate God. Society trying to eliminate God little by little. And when they hear you talk about God, that's when they be like, "Oh, what's he saying? What's he saying?" Because they don't want you to mention God.
The global industry of human trafficking, including child sex trafficking, is estimated to be worth 150 billion annually.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's about time we start paying attention for the children. Where we live, where I live, the U.S. is the #1 nation in the world for consuming child sex material.
Jesus said it best. He said to his disciples, um, he said they hated me before they hated you.
Mm, true.
In the scriptures and everything, they even show and they talk about um and when they decided a guy that raped kids, women, murdered people, and then they had Jesus who didn't do anything but give the word of his almighty father, his father, and was
Hmm.
spreading love and showing them his own true magic that he has. That's not magic, but his true powers that it be.
Yeah.
And they chose the rapist. They chose the guy that does murder over Jesus
Yep.
to get him content
Barbara,
to
Barbara, something like that.
to
Barbara.
get him condemned,
Hmm.
to have him condemned.
That's
Then
crazy.
then then ladies and gentlemen, we live in hell.
I want to give a personal shout out to Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez because they got the guts and the cojones and the testicular fortitude to say what many of their precision is scared of saying. It's unfortunate that a lot of people want to call these guys crazy, mentally unstable, and things of that nature when they're trying to expose things like what they was talking about. We know there's a problem in this society. We know. We know they try to push God aside and let more evilness in our society, in our children's lives, in our children's schools, and things of that nature, in our community. But we want to call these people crazy. Every time when somebody want to expose the weird stuff that goes on in society, we want to call them crazy, whether it's Ryan Garcia, whether it's Teofimo Lopez in boxing. And I think that both of these guys have the cojones and the balls to say things that a lot of people are scared to say in boxing and in the industry. Not in the industry, but I'm saying celebrities, actors, people that have that relevant voice, that influence in which they can influence millions. It's sometimes it's sometimes to say certain things when you're not relevant. You know what I'm saying? I see that happening as well when people don't have that light no more, and then they want to speak about the truth, but they don't got that relevancy anymore. Nobody's listening to these particular former celebrities or former famous people. But these guys, to do it at the height of their career, at the height of their time, and their relevancy, just like Kanye West, right? Kanye West, they was calling Kanye West crazy. They call guys like Michael Jackson crazy that want to save that want to save kids around the world. You know. I'm not gonna say that everybody is perfect, and we all we all humans. We all grow. You know what I'm saying? Even growing to our belief in our speech. Sometimes we could believe certain things, but don't know how to express it to the people. Right? That takes time as well. It takes time. But kudos to Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez. Yes, there is a problem with the sex trafficking. There is a problem with child trafficking. There is a problem with that. There is a problem that people want to turn abnormal into normal. There is a problem with that. There is a problem when you give an award to a confused man that want to dress like a woman, let's say like Kim Kardashian's stepdad, and call him Woman of the Year. There is a problem in our society. Some people in those positions is scared they're gonna get blackballed, scared that they're gonna get shut down, scared that I may be saying what I'm saying right now, and YouTube says, you know what, man, let's shut this kid down. We can't shut it down with major support. When you got major support, it's like, hey, just like they said, women lie, men lie, but numbers don't. The numbers that Ryan Garcia is saying is true. And it's probably more. It's probably more. They want to turn the abnormal into normal. And we're not going to let it happen. The beauty about boxing, though, outside of any other entity, any other sports entity, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys can't say what they want to say. They gotta have a PR, public relations, right in their hip. Tell them not to say that. Watch out. Turn the camera off. Interview off. Let me say it like this. Even in Punch Drunk Boxing, even on my channel, they tell some of these fighters don't come into Punch Drunk Boxing, because over here in Punch Drunk Boxing we speak the truth. If you see the full conversation me and Teofimo Lopez had, he said, yo, they don't want me to talk to you. You know why? Because it's comfortable in saying the truth. This is a platform when you could say the truth, expose the dirty, the evil as well. Fearless. If you like this channel, subscribe to the channel, because over here we're fearless. But one thing about boxing that's different from the NBA and the MLB and whatever sports is, in boxing you get the green light to say whatever you want to say. It's almost like the comedians, but even they trying to shut down the comedians as well. But in boxing, you could see, even there be crazy promos, but you could say whatever you want to say in boxing. Still got the green light. And I want these guys to keep on using the green light. It's our job to support them. Sometimes, yes, it might sound cringy. It might sound, man, I don't want to support them out loud. Stop it. We got to support them out loud. Because these guys ain't bad people. These guys ain't getting in trouble. These guys ain't getting locked up. These guys ain't doing malicious. They not a menace to society like other athletes that get locked up for some stupid ish. These guys are fathers, fighters, and good young men. They're still learning. They're still straightening their beliefs. Shout out to Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez. I support you 100% and keep on talking. Whoever tells you to shut up, whoever tells you in your corner to be quiet, it's because they're afraid of what they're going to lose. Listen to me, Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez. The people that want you to stay quiet is because they are afraid what they may lose. Because, of course, you bring in the funds. You feed people when you go inside that ring with your bare hands. They just want you to fight and shut up. Just like a journalist told LeBron James years ago, just shut up and dribble the ball. No, you keep on talking. Muhammad Ali kept on talking. They wanted to keep his mouth shut. He kept on talking. He fight for what he believes in. You're creating the proper awareness. And when you have God in your tongue, you're never going to be defeated. When the whole world could be against you, just remember that God first, everything second, God got your back. But remember, in this world, they don't like God. And also, you got to remember, when you do chase God and you want to strengthen your relationship with God, that's when evil want to creep up. Because, of course, the evil ain't going to go after the atheists. The devil ain't going to go after the atheists. It's going to go after the believers. I'm not perfect. We ain't all perfect. At the end of the day, Christ died for our sins. We're all going to get there. Let's support one another. Let's support these fighters. At the end of the day, boxing translates to life itself. Boxing translates to life itself. And that's why I'm talking about this on my channel. Hopefully, these guys don't get blackballed or canceled, or these sponsors run away. Well, who cares? You got Jesus. You got Christ. You got us. Props to you, Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez. Keep on preaching. Keep on creating awareness. And keep on exposing the evil